Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I want to introduce to you another quick design spreadsheet that is RCC. RCC 41 continuous beam design is right here. Regulars continuous beam design. I want us to design this beam here. So, the first thing we need to do is to copy this particular spreadsheet to a new folder, because you need to have a backup in case this spreadsheet become corrupted. So that's why I've copied it here in a new folder in my desktop. We're going to open it. So you can see we need to fill our class of concrete. I will change this one to 25. I will lower the class of the grade of scriber for 60. I will need to change my cover. I will need a cover to 25 on both sides, bottom and sides and top. Alright, so I will go to main. We need to fill this data with spans. So I will design up to this span because of deflection. So under I will design, because I can only design up to 6 spans. So I will just do it up to the 5th span and then do the other 3 spans separate. But when we are detailing as just one, as one longitudinal, whatever. So I will just go here and fill in my span. That is 2.42, 3.58, 33. 2.42, 3.58, 3. Then the other span is 2.042. Okay, now I will change my cross section, that is H and B. That is the height, the depth of the B, and the width of the B, based on my design. So if I go here, where I did the calculations, you can see I will need to do preliminary beam sizing, and I've already uploaded a video on this. So I found my beam height will be 450 and 200. So I will use 450 and 200. So all, and then my slab is 150. The reason I'm using it's an L beam, not a T beam, because we don't have slab on both sides. So I just need to drag up here and drag it up there. Then you can see this one is marked, it means there is an error. You can see this PF is already suggested. We use the suggested value. So I'll change this one to 300. I change this one to 380. I'll change this one to 380. I change this one to 430. And I'll change this one to 350. So you can see this one, okay, it has passed. So the other thing I need to know is that my story height is 3, so I just change this one to 3 and drag it. I change this one to 3 and drag it. Fix it. Now, because I have 5 spans, I've decided to design up to this span up here. I have 6 supports, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to, can see wrong number of supports, so I need to increase number of supports. So I just need to drag this up to here. Remember, we are not designing the column, so whatever you feel here is not much important. Maybe the story height. So I will need to calculate the dead load and the live load. So to calculate the dead load, that we need to calculate the self weight of that particular beam, and you need to calculate the dead load from slab either on both sides or from one side. And now our beam is LB, so it's just be from one side. So calculate the self weight of beam, it will be the depth of the beam minus the depth of the slab multiplied by the width, that is 0.45 minus 0.15 times 0.2 multiplied by the unit of concrete. Our unit of concrete is 24, so we get something about 1.68 kilograms per meter. So I will need to open another spreadsheet here, that is load calculation from slab. Now I will fill in this data and it will calculate automatically. My concrete weight is 24 in this case, so self weight is calculated automatically to 3.6 kilograms per meter square. I will use a flow finish of maybe 2. I will remove diagram and use other gravity. Now I will change this value. So my Ly from here, I don't want to do all of them, so I use this critical. So I just use 4, that is 1.9 plus 2.1, and then 3.958. So my Ly is 4, Lx is 3.958. Okay, so you see that the load from the triangular area is 7.39 plus 1.68 will be around that will be around 9. So I'll fill in that data here. So the dead load will be the self weight of the beam plus the dead load in the slab. Now plus, do we have a masonry wall? Yes. And our story height is 3. So 3 minus that will be 3 minus the depth of the beam of 0.45. That will be 2.55 times the thickness of the wall at 0.2 times the unit weight of masonry, that is 24. We get around 11.22. 11.22 plus 9, that will be around 20.22. So the dead load will be 20.22. And then our live load will be about, if we go to this one, just need to delete the thickness. Then we just need the live load. So the live load will be about 6. Let's remove this one. So we find that our live load will be about 8. So I'll just use 8. So I'll fill in 8 here. So here it will just be 20 because I just designed for critical, then 8. 20.22, then 8. Then I will delete. I don't have any secondary beam, so I'll delete this point. It's not there. Then will be 20.22 and then 8. The same thing here. 20.22 and then 8. So let's see the action. Okay, let's see the spans. But here I just need to use P16, so I will change them to 16 because remember these rebars are very expensive, so we need to use something that is achievable on site, that is 16, unless it depends, but also it's based on your analysis, so it doesn't matter. So I change them to 16, we're going to 16. We have another span, a span now. So we need to calculate the deflection. So you just need to, I also need to make sure that I change here my shear link to be T8. Before I forget, 8. Okay, so I change all of them. So let's calculate deflection. reflection being calculated. By the way, in my description, I have a link where you can download all these spreadsheets. So reflection is being calculated. Just need to minimize this until. Okay, now let's see. You can see T16, 216 as passed for that particular bin. Now you can go ahead and print. So I can just come here and print all output. So it will print all output. Then you can save it somewhere. So I just can save or replace or something. Depends on you. So that will be it for this video today. And then what I did for here, I just went to add to Staad Pro. I modeled these because I wanted in particular to do my design. I modeled, I designed, I went to RCC, but now I edited my rebars to be based on my manual design, and they still pass on RCC. So I was able to generate this drawing for longitudinal from RCC. You can see this drawing. That is for, you can see this one is grid AB. Okay, this being on grid AB. And you can see the longitudinal. This is continuous beam M. And you can see it is for T16. You can see A is T16. So that will be it for this video. If you like this video, consider to subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next video. So guys, thanks.